Let's see if it comes on. Where are we looking at? Oh, that is not it. That is not the screen we want to be on. And I'm glad I'm testing it. There we are. We are in Gravity Sketch today. See my hands. Yep. And I don't know how well you can hear me. It's always really odd with the Quest and live casting. It's very weird in terms of whether or not the mic can be caught from that distance. So I'm going to move a little bit closer to the computer there, because I think you're probably hearing me from there. So I am paying homage to Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragonball, along with, I guess, character designer for all these amazing games like Chrono Trigger and Dragon Quest and on and on. I think one of his manga series, Sandland, is getting turned into both a game and a series. So, yeah, I died at 68, sadly, and there was this article that came up. I was looking at IO9 yesterday, one of these media blogs, and it was bringing up how brilliant actually his, not just the character design stuff is, but vehicle designs. And I was like, yes, absolutely right. This was like kind of the era of Transformers as well, where I was so excited to just tackle how to make my own. And I would just constantly look at, designs like this, Robotech, Macross, whatever, what have you. And it was just so fun to imagine bringing these things to life. And so I think Akira was clearly very much in touch with his child self. I mean, look at these designs. They're so beautiful. So I'm doing my take on this Capsule 9. This is actually featured in the very first episode of Dragon Ball. And it motivated me to actually just watch an episode. I kind of miss the Toonami era of American, sort of the anime wave. But I have seen Dragon Ball Z before, but I'd never really watched Dragon Ball properly, so shame on me. Also, quite hilarious how overtly perverted it is. I wasn't prepared for that. Maybe I should have been. But let's just dive right in. I'm actually going to continue what I was doing here. Oops, wrong side. Wait, what side is it actually looking at there? Is it this side? No, I do want that far side. Yeah, there we go. So we can just keep adding bits and bobs here. So it's my take on the Capsule 9. As you can tell, I'm adding bunny ears because I'm on my bun trip, and I was thinking maybe even making a variant of Goku here, but in bun form. So the outfit, everything, the crazy hair. But yeah, super fun. Super fun to at least just try a new design out. Let's see here. What I want to do, the thickness is pretty good. I can set this to auto select loops, so I can bring this in further. I will, whoops, hold up. I wonder if I can make that into like segueing into the seat. I think that would be great. It's a little bit turned around here. I need to fix that. Why is that? But yeah, I encourage you to just like go down memory lane with all your Dragon Ball love. By the way, I can't tell if I'm too far from the mic, so if I'm just rambling on and you can't hear me well, my bad. As long as you can see what I'm working on, that's what I care about. But yeah, super cheapy style, kawaii cars and vehicles and planes and hover like hover vehicles too, which I thought were great. There's also this tank, which I'd never seen before. I love that. Hold up, just want to make sure I'm live on Facebook. Yeah, looks like it. So it's kind of fun to, as far as streams go, it's fun to just sort of tackle different, I'm trying to say different, sorry, just want to make sure I can see everything. Different apps, different modalities, ways of creating things. So today it could be VR, tomorrow it could be desktop with Blender, another day it could be, iPad, mobile goodness. So let's continue along the auto loop path here. Create a little swooping seat action. So you really could make it from one piece for the most part. Bring it back up. And as I'm doing that, I'm actually pulling, you can see me actually pulling right and left on the joystick, so that way I get that form. Nice. So the parts that you obviously missed me doing was actually like the form of it, just like actually sketching out the form of it quite literally. And of course this part needs a hood, but I'm thinking I'm going to make it more round, like more like haunches instead of an actual round globe. This was its own sort of thing here. It was like experimenting with, looks like a blanket, which I love, by the way. You could literally cover this. But yeah, I was experimenting with sweeping, and seeing how that looked. I like that it's pretty organic. But let me continue here. Let me see, what else do I want to add? Okay, so let's keep going. Let's go. Oh, by the way, what does it look like on that side? Oh, it just makes the window smaller. We don't want it that much smaller. Oh, I know what I can do. I can make this full frame. La la la. Where is the full? Where did I make it? Oh, there we go. Bravo. See, like it has little controls here for the mic. So technically you should hear me both ways. I don't know if that's true. Okay. So I'm constantly sort of playing with the views. I want to see like how pleasing it is to me. That's kind of why I also played against the window here. Oh, I can hear feedback. Maybe I will turn that off. Okay. Get rid of this wheel because I like this wheel better. So what we do there is hold back, boom. Oops. And make sure to bring this in more. It's fun because I'm thinking, if I was thinking like Akira in some way, looking at these vehicles, not only are they cute, but they're utilitarian in some way, right? So thinking about the character as well. What's great about the capsule, why it's called the Capsule 9, is it literally like Bulma, well, she has like a luggage of vehicles, but they all come in capsule form, which is adorable. So just throws it in the air, explodes like some ninja bomb, and then it spawns a vehicle. I know I can make this even more bunny-like somehow. Like this is kind of button-nosy here. Maybe this exhaust can be I don't know. Gotta play with this a little bit. Give it a little bit of style. And I'll leave that open. Maybe something. I wonder if the lip needs a little help. So you can make really easily make forms out of just pressing, selecting one of the faces and pulling out. Yeah, no, I actually like that. Let's keep that. It's starting to resemble a BMW Isetta, which is my uncle had one of those cars growing up, and it was just the most adorable vehicle you've ever seen in your life. It literally opens from the front, and it's very small. It's about this size. It can only fit 2 people. I'm trying to see if there's anything to do with these wings here. I should make them more dramatic. Swoop would be kind of fun here. Let's see if I can swoop it up even further. Ooh. Breaking something there. Oh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. If I wanted to make it a thicker. No, I actually quite like that. We have to also make a window. Maybe let's do that next. There we go. I've had to get used to this new sort of this contextual menu has been around for a little while, but to go between selection and sketch is something I've had to remember. Let me start connecting some things too. Oops, wrong one. How about, yeah. So yeah, rear view mirror. Oh, let's make that mirrored. Oh, you don't want a mirror. Okay. Oh no, that's big. My bad. Gotta get that muscle memory back. There we go. More in. Okay. Okay, so I can either do, let's see, we have the seat, the glass, and sort of the bubbles on the side. Probably a light on the back too, 2 lights. I like the exhaust pipes here. That's really fun. Yeah, the moment I saw that Capsule 9, I was like, oh, how do I find that episode? I need to look at it like front to back. It's really cool. Okay. Create one more layer. So I have a few layers here. You can see that's the sort of the main chassis there. What's on 2? Oh, so the wheels are on that level. Good. Probably should name these. I know it has the references on it too, but I'll eventually take those off. Body. Boom. And there's nothing on this. Okay, so we will do glass on this level because that way I can actually play with the opacity. Just a little nice little cheat. So let's go with that. Custom service. Excuse me. Make sure it's mirrored. And then we also want to make sure it connects. Actually, I want to learn how to do this properly. So can I go in here, bridge curves, surface from spline? Now, this doesn't always work. Not the way I think it should, at least. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, could it bridge this? Well, I just said it didn't. I just said bridge. Would it bridge these curves here? And it never does the thing I wanted to do. And I think it's because I'm working on a mirrored object. That could be why. Yeah, it doesn't even see it. So I'm just going to have to do it the manual way. There's also a sheet too. Let me see here. So let's see what sheet looks like once we bring it across. And I can play with the, yeah, see I can at least play with the, and then hopefully get rid of it. So I can make that into, let's make that small. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there we go. Ideally, I try to make everything into subdivided objects. So obviously, I don't actually need these many points. Oh. Yeah, I don't need that. Cool. So I need to smooth this out more, which we can do with, there is a smooth object, there we go. Okay, that's what we want to do. Give it maybe this light blue tune, and I'm starting to lose my voice. See, so we should be able to see through it to a degree. Oh, that's even better. Okay, cool. I want to make that a little bit more bulbous on the top, so let's see if we can do that. So you can see I can get rid of points in between. Can even add another layer there. Cool. Alright, save. Let's always be saving. Get rid of this. Okay, so let's hang out with Bumblebee over here. This Bumblebee's showing off the car. So this is my favorite part, right? Like, I literally can just have it interact with my real life figurines and toys and all that good stuff. Put this aside. Can't even play with the lighting. So I'm facing away from the computer right now, so it might be a little harder to hear me. So I can grab this, and let's say the lighting is coming from this way, so at least it's a bit more accurate. I'm kind of basing it from what I see on Bumblebee, right? And I'm just gonna delete that. Pretty cool. Okay. So what can I do? What else? Other things that I'd like to do here. Actually, I'm going to bring this circle from behind the scenes here. Oh, we've got different types of lighting too. That's right. I always forget that. I still want that. Okay. Maybe we have, let's see here. So let's do a little capsule. Oh, wrong. There we go. What if we do that? Mirrored. I'm forgetting how to turn this into its own object, because I don't know if capsules have to stay capsules. Regardless. Yeah, that can be transferred. That's interesting. Okay, so that can be molded into a... Ooh, this is very fickle. Okay. Whoops. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. Trying to make it like a bevel. See that? Yeah. Whoops. And bring this up. Whoops. Oh, not all that. Okay. So once we turn on, there we go. Yeah, I just want a little bit more character with the cylinder. Instead of the cylinder, we have like a semi-detached light here. Of course, have to add the little eyes. Cool. Actually, I like that for the bat too. So let's I wish I could do Boolean operations, meaning I could take away shapes from other shapes, you know, like the negative space. But that is not the way this works. So I think you can see what I'm up to here. Just adding a little tail. Actually, I can go even bigger. So again, I got to use my selection tool, and then from there, I have to find this little sucker. There we go. Pull that back in and down. Nice. Okay. What else do we want to do here? So I got the window. I think we need a seat, yeah? So let's take a look at some of the seats here. It's still great. The capsule seat is wonderful. Oh, haunches. That's what I wanted to do. That was definitely something I want to do before I leave. So maybe I can do that with the same cylinder. I wonder if that'll work. Let's see how the cylinder works for this. Or, hold up. I can also just start up with a straight cube. So any of you who've played with Gravity Sketch knows it's mostly used for automotive, shoe design, kind of industrial, and it's very suited for that. But I'm also very much about how do we get it also working for character designers, and you know, I've definitely made my share of characters in here. Although I've really kind of converted mostly to Nomad Sculpt. But I love being able to make stuff like this for my Nomad characters. So that's kind of why you're seeing that specific workflow. No idea if this feels right, but you can see how that just started from one block. I just want to make all these shapes feel somewhat related to each other. But a little wabbit-like. We also have to have something that comes down here to cover this. So that might actually be a smaller... I was going to do a torus, but I don't think that's what I want. I think I do want... Maybe that is when we bring in our cylinder. Again, we're going to select this. We're going to press that. We are going to... And if I press this button, press the trigger button, that makes sure that it is totally spot on. Okay, so what am I trying to do? We want to make it well, I don't want to subdivide yet. Let's play with what we already have. So I'm going to pull this in, just like so. Right? I think that's 3 levels of. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put this down. And then let's see what it looks like with subdivision. Yeah, that's about what I wanted. And then I'm also going to see what happens if I just get rid of these. Yeah, that's good. And let's make them slightly larger. Then I think that will make up a nice short stream like I promised today. Oh, looks like I left behind something there. Oh, we want that. No, we want that. I just need to push that in a bit. I may put a little shaft in between both sides. But other than that, this is kind of what I wanted. And maybe what I'll do is one last thing is add the seat. Okay. Maybe that has its own layer too. So glass wheels and seat. Okay. Good. Again, come back to sketch. Let's just start from good old square. I really like just box modeling, just straight up doing this and starting from there. It's kind of the first way I learned sub-D modeling as a pipeline, so I want to kind of honor that. There is something weirdly satisfying about doing it this way, like you're just slowly building up shape, and that's kind of what I hope people are not losing as they are playing more and more with AI tools, is that they kind of don't lose this level of sorry, trying to talk and do this at the same time, always not my strong suit, but I think you get my drift. And do what I can to sort of like showcase why this feels satisfying, why it feels good. Bring this up too. Seems to be like a little hump there. And then let's also make that red. Above it. These rabbit ears are insane. I almost feel they're too big, but I do love that they're so exaggerated, especially when you look at it from the front. It's like there's no way you could miss that. I feel like that needs even little tail lights of some kind. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, one more thing. We'll add some lights. Maybe that's just a simple capsule. It's got little capsules in there. Like so. The back ones need, now the back ones need to be a different color is what needs to happen. So we got some gloss on there, sweet. And one thing I like about what this is doing is the little inset on the wheel there. Maybe it could be protruding. It doesn't necessarily have to go further. Well, let me see here. Yeah. Here. Whoops. Oh, I think I curved it a little bit too much on the inner side here. Yeah, I can see it actually. Yeah, that's what happened. Oh no, it's a little lopsided. How did that happen? Okay, Anyways, I'm not going to get too in the reeds with that. What else do we want? You know what? You can never go wrong with a cylinder. You really can't. Oops. So let's do that. Again, we're going to turn that 90 degrees. Like so. Bring down the scale a bit, like so. Bring these out. Oh, it's a little, what's the angle here? It's 5 degrees, right? I don't know. It's definitely not. Sometimes everything else will get in the way, so I gotta make sure I'm touching the right thing. Got it. Okay. So now that we have our capsule, all right, we're going to do that fun with the subdivision again. Oops. Isolate it. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Now that's the whole thing. Okay. I think that's a tune, isn't it? Yeah, it's a tune. Oh, it's gloss. Got it. Okay. Let's put on tune. Then maybe. Oh, can't see it. Okay. Kind of want it to be an off gray, so that's what I'm kind of playing with this. Oh, that pink is kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Whoops. Oh, tail lights too, so maybe that goes back here. Same with this. Let's do that. Forgot you can modify different. There we go. Okay, let's do a little showcase, a little modeling here with our real life bumblebee. If I could get Bun Bun into here, I would. That's a whole separate thing. But yeah, there we go. Look, right about the right size. All right, folks, I'm off for the day. Hope you all enjoyed this little homage to Akira Toriyama. Rest in peace. And yeah, at least his legacy is kept very much alive and has brought a lot of joy to people. All right, signing off. Bye, y'all.